Thank you to our master ceremony for tonight, Toastmaster Ibrahim Aqil, a follower or a leader. A question that was asked to me by Toastmaster Ibrahim Aqil last week. So tonight I will give you the story of how I transformed from a follower to a leader and how have I discovered my leadership style, which is the objective of my speech. For Toastmaster and your guests, good evening and assalamu alaikum. If you're asking me in the past, are you a follower leader? I will tell you I'm a follower, total follower. Because I don't do anything by myself. I always wait for instruction to someone to tell me what I need to do, and then I do it. I don't do it by myself. So I convinced myself that, yes, I am a follower, and kept on with this idea. I entered the university, and someone have confirmed this idea for me. And surprisingly, he wasn't a person. It was a machine, yes. In the early stages of KVBM, Kimpad University, Petroleum Minerals, they made us go to a test, a career test. And when I have done this test, it always gave me the answer of technician. I do it once, twice, thrice. The answer is still technician. Now I'm in a weird situation. I entered KFUBM to be an engineer. And now the test is giving me that I will be a technician in the future. So I go through the questions and I realized some of them. Can you give orders to some of the people who work under you? Can you follow up with them and make sure that they do their job correctly? When I saw these questions, I said, okay, that's why I will not be an engineer. However, due to the great advice of my family that had given me, you just go with it and it will solve itself. So years came by, 1 year after, a new club opened, and I think you know it's Toastmasters. And one of the logos of Toastmasters where leaders are made. I said, great, it's an opportunity that have knocked my door, where leaders are made. I want to be a leader. So I joined the club. I've given speeches, take some rules, yet I didn't feel this leader involvement inside of me. For KVBM Toastmasters, our sponsor is KVBM, so they give us place to do our meetings and money for the food. And they assign a president or a member from our club who will be the person who communicate with them and become the president of KVBM Toastmasters Club as general. So, one of the years, the president of KVBM Toastmasters wasn't going to take the summer session. It was 2 months. So he needed someone to replace him. So he delivered this big role for me. And until this moment, I don't know why did he choose me. So I met with him, I told him, I cannot be the president. I cannot order people to do anything or follow them about doing anything. I am not a leader. He told me, firstly, let's remove this negative face of yours. And secondly, you have a big misunderstanding of leadership. Leadership is not what you have said. However, I will not tell you it is leadership. You need to discover it by yourself because each one has a special type of leadership. So I said, okay, what should I do? As a president, he told me that you need to do 3 things. 1, get the place for the meeting. 2, get the money from the KVBM to bring the food. And 3 is to prepare for events to get more people inside the club. And he told me, luckily for you, in the summer session, you only need to do 1 and 2. So yes, I told him, still I cannot. And then he left and he left me with the rule. So here I am, the president of KVBM. I get along with the officers and the people from the KVBM representative. I was the president, I get the money, I took the place. It was great, good 2 months. After 1 year after that, they didn't want me to be the real president of KVBM. I said, okay, now that's the real deal. I mean, I'm used to 1 and 2, now 3 is kicking in. I need to figure out how to do an event to get more people in the club. I had no ideas, zero ideas. So I started asking our officers and the people and the members, do you have an idea for new events that we can do it and to get new members to go in? And then I started receiving some great ideas. So I made a meeting with the whole officers and started to give the ideas. Okay, can you give your idea? Can you give your idea? And then a whole bunch of events came along. And alhamdulillah, we have done these events. It was a success. So there was this positive community that we have developed. After doing the test, I figured out that I am two types of leader, affiliative and democratic. So I tend to make a positive community around me, communicate with my team, and give them the lead to take the responsibility, have some feedback and input from them, and also my decision-making process is consensus. So I hear from everybody, and then we make the decision. The moral of the story is don't doubt yourself. First, don't listen to anyone who make a negative decision about you, especially if it was a machine. And secondly, as said in the previous speakers, Master Bakr, don't try to be a perfectionism, and Master Samia, trust in yourself. I like the title, I Trust Me. So trust in yourself. You will develop, you will change, and you change the ideas that you have started with. And that's how I have changed from a follower to a leader. Back to you, Sir Master Sun.